Catfish showed us why she is the queen of the Zoom. How can you turn this thing around from darkness and gloom? Use the tools we have to manage profit and loss. And pretty soon you too can zoom like a boss. My catfish showed us why she is the queen of the Zoom. How can you turn this thing around from darkness and gloom? Use the tools we have to manage profit and loss. And pretty soon you too can zoom like a boss. My catfish showed us why she is the queen of the Zoom. How can you turn this thing around from darkness and gloom? Use the tools we have to manage profit and loss. And pretty soon you too can zoom like a boss. My catfish showed us why she is the queen of the Zoom. How can you turn this thing around from darkness and gloom? Use the tools we have to manage profit and loss. And pretty soon you too can zoom like a boss. My catfish showed us why she is the queen of the Zoom. How can you turn this thing around from darkness and gloom? Use the tools we have to manage profit and loss. And pretty soon you too can zoom like a boss. My catfish showed us why she is the queen of the Zoom. How can you turn this thing around from darkness and gloom? Use the tools we have to manage profit and loss. And pretty soon you too can zoom like a boss. My catfish showed us why she is the queen of the Zoom. How can you turn this thing around from darkness and gloom? Use the tools we have to manage profit and loss. And pretty soon you too can zoom like a boss. My catfish showed us why she is the queen of the Zoom. How can you...
Okay, I am back. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I should not go the full 30 minutes this time. My apologies for what happened earlier. This time I'm smart enough to have one of my fabulous producers on, Mr. Dr. Andrew Byrne, another Zoom star in his own right, to make sure that we are doing well. So hello, y'all. Zoom Queen here. Marquessa in the house. Yeah, she has a new look. You just never know. Oh, let me pull this a little. Did I lose my camera? Wait, I think I lost my camera. You
Your
got
camera's still good.
Okay, I know. No. It's just likes messing with me. Sorry about that. No. Okay, I'm back. It was the microphone that I was trying. Dang it, Marquessa, really? Okay, anyway, guys, I see exactly what's happening here. Okay, good. So I'm in Ecamm and the camera in Ecamm is different. I see what's happening. Okay, good. So I'm gonna unlock it and make sure it says Brio. So I know exactly what's happening. Okay, Logitech Brio, are you back? Are you back? Yeah, she's back. Okay, it was the wrong camera. Guys, the camera is important because it makes your whole look, your background and everything pop. And I can't have, crazy looking camera pop in here. So thank you. I'm going to go ahead and go back to Ecamm Live. There you go. That's how I get this wonderful overlay. Okay, I'm going to stop recording and start recording because I said a lot here. I'm going to record. Thank you guys for being here. I do want to share a tip. It's the easiest tip, I think, in Zoom world, but I find it to be the most frustrating. And you know why it's frustrating to me? Because I'm one of those people that cannot remember phone numbers. I remember my childhood phone number, because, my parents still live in that house. So I kind of grew up in that house. And I remember my cell phone because I was forced to, safety purposes and all. 911, 411, 311. You got a lot of 11s in New York. But seriously, I don't remember numbers. So yes, Zoom will give you your own personal telephone number that you can use as a great place for people to join your meeting room, but I'm not talking about that today. Today, I'm going to talk about something that I do remember. Yes, I do. Me. I remember a name, a meeting name. See, here's the deal. When you pay for Zoom, because really I'm only talking to people that pay for Zoom. Okay. I only talk to those people. And real quick, if you're wondering, where is she streaming? I'm streaming actually 6 different places. So that's kind of cool. And what happens is people watch me, believe it or not. And they definitely message me when there's an issue. That is so crazy. So getting back here, if you're paying for Zoom, that means the Zoom has given you your own personal meeting room. You got me? So my advice to you is, unless you're doing an event that you're going to set up in advance, and even when you are, you can still use the personal meeting room. But for the purposes of today, I recommend you use your personal Zoom meeting room for maybe repetitive meetings, jumping on here with a team, jumping on here with a client, going for a walk and jumping on via your phone. Okay, that's the place that is yours and only yours. Yay. And if you're not only paying for Zoom, but you're paying for the highest level of Zoom, which is Zoom Enterprise. If you want to learn more about that, go to zoom2income.com, zoom2income.com. You can learn all about that. Then you also can give your meeting room a name. Yes, darling. And I recommend, if you're in business for yourself, that it should be something related to your brand. I recommend, if you're a leader of something, maybe something representing your team or whoever you lead, it just depends on how you leverage Zoom in your business and life. But I love to go by branding. So I'm prepared to share my screen to give you some examples. Now, before I do, you may say, well, why do I care about my personal meeting room? And why do I care if Zoom gives me a name to remember my personal meeting room? You care because it saves you time and energy. Recently, and hopefully she's not watching me, I have made the effort, I don't always make it, to get up really early and walk outside, even if it's just for 15 minutes. I'm up, I'm at 'em, I'm moving. So we do this, consecutive days. And, it's good when to just be Marquesta and not Zoom Queen. So I let others, handle that. And I noticed she kept throwing out all of these Zoom numbers, and I just would go to one and she meant the other. And I said, this is why you need a personal meeting name. So she did it recently, and I shared with her, listen to Zoom Queen and just use a meeting name. So now, because she has a completely separate Zoom for her office than she does for her personal life, she's naming her Zoom room Walk It Off, or something along those lines, Walk It Off. So anytime I get up early in the morning and I want to meet my friend on Zoom, it's like Walk It Off. And I'm probably getting a name wrong so that y'all don't go join it, but you get the deal. So you may say, well, how, why, show me this. So here you go. I'm going to go ahead and share screen, because my goal is to do this in 15 minutes or less. Okay. And my producer is keeping me honest here. Okay, so I'm going to go to here, fabulous. Okay, so if you see over here, and by the way, I want to make sure I am sharing my screen, which is fabulous. So if I'm not, my producer will tell me so. All right, so over here, this is the lovely Zoom, right? Now, look at this. I wanted to go to the front page of Zoom. So let me go backwards for a second. I'm going to go to the front page of Zoom. Does this look familiar? Right? Isn't that wonderful? Look at Zoom. Look at that. Well, I'm going to go ahead and grab my annotation here so I can show you something else that I think is really interesting. And I'm going to grab a vanishing pen. All right. So when I look here, let's say that, I don't know, I had a lot of people that needed to join my Zoom, and they just could not for the life of them remember the Zoom name. So let's call them Fabulous Females. I like that. Woman power here. Let's call them Fabulous Females. So I decided to name my Zoom room Fabulous Females. And guys, everybody, you don't remember anything. You just go to zoom.us, go to join a meeting. You see this right here? Join a meeting. Just want to make sure you're with me there. Join a meeting. Okay, I'm going to circle it one more time. I told it to disappear, right? Now, once they join a meeting, this is the cool part. Once they join the meeting, now, look at that. Now, Zoom is going to ask you, well, what's the meeting ID or personal link name? Now, frankly, numbers confuse me. So if you tell me Marquessa is 6569, I'm going to get very upset because numbers just don't run right in my brain all the time. I don't want to hear numbers. But if you tell me Fabulous Females, I'm like, me, really? Thank you. So then I'm going to go to my Zoom room and I'm going to type in Fabulous. You may want something that people can spell. I'm just saying. Fabulous Females. Okay. I'm going to put that here. See? Well, you know, I can't guarantee that people can spell it. And by the way, it can be one word, something way easy. You can call it Fem Power, whatever. So Fabulous Females. And what's going to happen, you click join and they will be in your Zoom meeting in the waiting room, of course, because you have it enabled, because you don't want people just to drop into your meeting room. So that's another side tip, which I've spoken about before, and I'm sure I'll speak about it again in the future. Always have your waiting room enabled. This ensures that you are secure. And if you wonder what happened to me earlier, I had a microphone issue, so that had nothing to do with that. So I wasn't compromised, but thank you. Okay, good. So you're going to put it here. They're going to hit join and they're in your meeting room. So you got that. You're excited. Woohoo! But it doesn't, you can't just go there and make up a name. I just wanted to show you that. In order to make this happen, you got to log into Zoom. Go into your back end. You see where it says profile right here. Let me go in and annotate it in case you're like, Marquessa, there's a lot on the screen. I can't follow you. So see right here where it says profile, right? Make sure you put a cool picture there. You put whatever else you want to put there. And then this is the section I'm looking for. What does that say? Personal link. That means it's just mine in Zoom world. Hello. Just like you got a personal link in Facebook, personal link in Instagram, personal link in Twitter. Why wouldn't I want a personal link in Zoom world? Okay. So now we're here for the personal link. And you see, I love this, you know, lashes and all. You're going to click the lashes open and see that is my personal link name, Zoom Queen. I bet you figured that one out, right? So it's Zoom Queen. So how did I make that happen? Did it just appear? No, I clicked this thing called customize. And if you notice, all you got to do is put whatever you could put one word. You could put 3 words. I would say the shorter, the better. But you can do pretty much whatever you want here. It will tell you, there are some rules. So you read the rules, okay? And then make it happen. And then you're going to hit save changes. And again, you're going to go back to join my meeting. And guess what you're going to type in? You guessed it, Zoom Queen. But I'm not done. I'm not done. I got something else for you. Not only do you make it easy for people to join your meeting room with a simple word or two, which makes my heart smile, okay, but does anyone have a smartphone? Does anyone ever take a Zoom meeting via your smartphone? I have a feeling you're going to say, yes, I do, Marquessa. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing for a minute here. Okay, and I am going to click my Stream Deck over here, and it's going to bring up the mobile world. You see that? You see the mobile world right there? And I'm like, Marquessa, I'm missing your face. Where are you? I can't see your face. Well, that's okay. I can put my face in there, but I want you guys to focus. So if you look here, does this look familiar? This is what the Zoom app looks like when you log in. Now it will say join a meeting, right? Just like it did on the website, right? But what you're going to do is click the arrow to the side if you want to join, you guessed it, a meeting name. Or, yeah, it's right underneath it if you forget about it. You may say, oh, no, I want to use the join with personal link name. You can just click it, or you can click the down arrow, whichever makes you feel comfortable. What I love is Zoom gives us options in case we get lost, okay? But so again, what will they type here? Whatever your meeting name is. I have multiple Zoom accounts. So another one of my names is Speakerpreneur. So they can just type that in there and boom, they will join me. So I love this because it makes it so much easier, right? If someone wants to join my Walker, it's easy for me to remember it. I love it. I can text my client, can you join me on blah? Can you do this? And there's other ways to do it, but I just wanted to stick to something really, really simple. Isn't that cool? Here's the last thing I want to share with you so that you don't get afraid or scared. And this will be the last thing. There are so many ways that you can share, that you can invite people to a Zoom, your Zoom event, your Zoom meeting, what have you. But I just wanted to go with names. I just do. So I'm going to do one more thing here that I want to show you. I'm going to go back to my profile. If you notice this URL, so you may say, Marquesa, there are no numbers. So am I able to use this URL here if I just want to give the person the entire link? Absolutely. You would just copy this right here. So now you no longer have numbers. So this becomes your customized URL. But what I love about it, the words right behind that last backslash, you can now use that as your personal meeting name. So do we love it? I love it. I love it. So this is great. I know you like Marquesa. Anything makes you excited. I know. So we are pretty much done. I'm going to ask my producer, because my producer is very left brain to my right brain. Producer, is there any other question that you think I need to answer just related to this? I don't mean the domain and all that other stuff. That will be on the future one. But is there anything here that maybe you want to throw in there, or a quick question?
Are there any name criterias that you can't use? In other words, if you're setting up passwords that may say has to be 10 characters, an upper and a lowercase numbers, are there any restrictions or requirements of naming yourself?
Well, if you go to customize, it gives it to you here. It says it must be between 5 and 40 characters. It must start. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking I'm sharing my screen. Sorry about that. Here you go. So if you notice right here, let me grab my spotlight for a second. You see right here, it must have 5 to 40 characters, and it must start with a letter and can contain only letters, numbers, and periods. Get out of here, Zoom. Cockle-doodle-doo. Now, if you do type in something that somebody else has, then I'm sure it'll say taken, I'm assuming. I don't know because I've never had that happen to me. But it's really cool if you want to put your brand in here and you just want to be, make it easier, save yourself time. I always love to be productive. So does that answer your question?
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, my wonderful producer. I'm going to go ahead and save those changes, get out of there. I'm going to stop sharing and meet me here next Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern. I got a big one for you. It's going to blow your mind. It's going to make you, I don't know, want to get married to Zoom. And if you're already married, then Zoom can be your, let me just not go there, but have a fabulous rest of the day. I just needed to get this done because I'm not going on camera tomorrow. It takes a lot of time to do this kind of stuff. So this is Marquesa, and it has been, as always, wonderful to go live and share with you what I love the most. I'm out of here.
Marquesa showed us why she used to clean up the Zoom. How can you turn this thing around from darkness and gloom?